It's Joe Bonsai, and welcome to today's episode. Today, pretty bushy. It's been outside. It's been in this nice big pot for a couple of years now. We got an old gold juniper. Again, these are, I really love junipers, just because their foliage is so bushy. And I think it's time to style. I've got two of these in giant pots like this. These pots I actually get for like 15 bucks at one of our local big box stores. I'm not gonna say which one, but it starts with a W and ends with an O. This is I got one of these out in the corner in the ground, and its root structure is looking great. It's got a great nabari going on, and I can't wait to get it out of the ground. But this one and its other, like I said, I've just been watering them in the yard for a couple of years in these pots. I don't remember if I actually have baskets with nutrients in them or not, but they've grown pretty good. I think they've gotten like twice the size that they normally do. But I'm going to try to do a really fast run through with this. So I might not be talking that much today, which is okay. I mean, let's see. I don't even know how. Oh man, this thing's got a couple trunks. All right, well, number one, let's go ahead and get rid of that. I want to try to keep the limbs that are close to. Oh, there we go. Wow, okay, there's some goodness. Oh, wow. I've got snails all up in this thing. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. I've got like 3 snails on this branch, 3 snails snucking off this, a couple snails up in there. But this thing is full of snails. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I'm happy about that. There's one of the baby snails. Ooh, poor snail. Oh. Just, you guys live on there. Not what I was anticipating to see with these. Don't roll off, guys. A little family of snails. It's 5. It's off one branch, and there's another branch with like another set of babies. Okay. First off, again, we're just gonna. Oh, yeah, a lot of these are starving for some sunlight, but going with a little stylization, trying to get it style out. Might be a bigger project than I anticipated today. But let's see how fast I can get this done. This thing actually has, right now I'm looking at 4 trunks, and it feels, no, just 4 trunks. Although one trunk is a split trunk. It's a branch coming off this trunk, and then this is a trunk. And this is a trunk. So the question is, what trunk do we keep? Or trunk? I am going to get rid of this branch. because I commonly have split trunks. So now the question is, what trunk do I keep these? Which one's I think this one's got a more promising arch, but the other one's thicker, slightly thicker. Let's see what down next to the roots look like. Oh, spiders. Dang. Okay, I broke open a nest of spiders. No big deal. They're just everywhere. Wow, this thing has got a lot of water in here. Alright, well, one thing's for sure. I know that I do not want this trunk. Normally, I would see if I could maybe save all these trunks. But today is just not that day. That's the size of the trunk. Now we're getting into some nice looking stuff. Sorry, all these baby spiders I'm seeing. If anything, I think I probably did this tree a disservice by not immediately cutting out these branches and selecting a main branch to begin with. I'm actually torn because there's two really good branches. I don't want to start taking out branches and see my fingers down in there. And both. Yeah, they're on the same root structure, man. Maybe I'll keep one and turn it into a gin it out. But like this one, still gotta. Gotta look at it at all angles, man. Okay, yeah. I think this is the one I'm gonna have to take out. Because this is way longer. But it's bushier. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but spiders. Okay, he went somewhere. I don't know if you got to see him, but there was a spider there, little baby. They're all over the place. Sorry guys, I'm gonna crush you because this is Oregon and I don't need you eventually under my bed. Oh, the snails are migrating. Oh man, there's all kinds of snails that just fallen off. There's another little tiny snail right there. Okay. I can cut that trunk, and in the future, when I transplant it or repot it, which I will just basically repot it in the same pot, I'll just raise it so that the soil can wash away from the roots and start exposing them as a good nabari. But well, I've chosen the fate. Oh man. Okay, there is that it is. Let's see how it looks over in this. See, that's a huge trunk, a huge tree. And now we can get right down into this. See, that's where we're gonna end up being at, like in the future, is like that. Now we gotta clean her up. Maybe I can just, so many snails. Dang, I need to find out if snails are actually bad for trees or not. It's a bad sign. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and clip some of these branches a little bit shorter. That way this year, all of these closer branches will have a chance to grow out. Now I'm doing just a basic, quick trim today. And although I said I wasn't going to talk much, seems like that's all I'm doing. Sorry. I really wanted you to just like chill out and listen to the music that's going on, but apparently I can't do that. Alright, cutting everything on the underside of the branches and anything that looks a little on the ugly side. And in the meantime, finding snails. Beyond belief, that was another snail. So I got a couple small branches that I want these things to come. I want this one to come out this way, so I'll put it out in the sun to where it can start naturally reaching for the sun. Maybe the whole thing will start going for the sun, but this is going to end up being a pretty nice tree. And when I give it its final styling this wintertime, I'll actually go through and I'll shave the bark. Not shave the bark, I'll scrape the bark with the wire brush, because it's quite flaky right now. I'm gonna let it go for the winter time. It's another one. This one would be nice to see pop out like that. I might actually wire that one that way. Maybe get rid of this one. Yeah. Bite the bullet, get rid of that. Wire this one out here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one's tips so that it can promote growth other places. That'll look nice. Okay, so get rid of some of those. That's good. So that one needs to go away. Again, all these bonsais that I've been doing recently are just kind of a preliminary cutting, not a finalized styling. I mean, let's face it, bonsais just they continually change. They continually change. Just they evolve. One year they look one way, the next year they can look exactly the same or have a complete redesign just because they had a wild growth that took them other places and a bud might pop out somewhere during the winter and spring that you weren't anticipating, you don't see, and that for some reason that particular bud ends up just going out of control and telling you, no, nature knows best. And this is the only time when we can be like, nature, no, I know best because I want you to look this way. But nature reminds us every year, we don't know nothing. At least we don't know what nature wants us to know. Some sort of a pattern of that. Alright, I need a little bit of wire. I'm going to be using the 2-branch principle. I don't think I'm worried about this branch doing anything. I just really want this branch to come out here and maybe start to become an apex. This I will eventually probably cut back. If it does more back budding, I'm going to shorten it up over there and make it a little bit more controlled. But kind of want this one to take off as the new leader and get this going. Otherwise, I'll end up having to wire this in the future to come over, and maybe I'll do that now. Okay. All right. Choice is made. That's how it's gonna happen. You've made your choice. See? Snails apparently love me. Sorry, dude. You gotta go with your family, which is still crawling towards the plant. There's plenty of shrubbery there to play with. I'm getting slightly better at my guessing of wire lengths. To this back branch. Okay, so there is a huge branch there that I don't want, I think. I don't know, we'll leave that. Junipers are also pretty stout tree shrub. Sorry, Mr. Snail, but you're evicted. Didn't notice you there. But, oh, another family snail. Okay, well, there you go. the new pad to develop. I'm going to develop this way. That means this one separated from that pad, and that will be the new leader. Which right now needs cutting. Actually, that does not. The elbow needs to go away. Right, that one needs to go away too. As well as that one. Also here, cut all these back. Leave some of this. Now this branch needs to go away because it's coming back on it. Otherwise, I'd have to. I think the whole branch needs to go away. All right, now the cutting back ceremony. Underneath. There's stuff underneath, which we want an umbrella look on each pad, so anything that is underneath needs to kind of go away. This will be nice because we need to clean up inside a bit. They come down pretty good. I'm gonna work on this pad. This pad looks pretty good. You just might want to bring it in a little bit. So, okay. Alright, so that's looking good. It's amazing how much foliage you find that when you start turning your plant around. It's crazy. Okay. Just gonna nip that there. It goes down there. It's crisp over, but this and kind of curl back on itself. Get it. In general, we don't want our pads to touch each other. So, it may look ugly to begin with, but trim them back a bit and they will repad. They will bush out the back bud and everything will bush out more in the future. These ones I really need to wire, I think. That pad back there looks pretty good, except for all the under. The closer it gets out to the end, better the pad will look. This thing now has a huge stump. I don't want it to aim that way, so I'm gonna munch some of that stump out. It's kind of interesting, this stump that I'm working on. Eventually that will start rotting out inside, and it'll start rotting out inside, and hollow out probably 5 to 10 year mark. That's a huge range, but for bonsais it's not really that huge. It's kind of quick considering, you know, bonsais can last hundreds of years. But its nabari will look nice, and eventually this trunk will thicken up and kind of push that out a little bit more. It'll get nice gnarl in it. It'll be great looking. Wow. Once again, I have forgotten to really want it to come on that way. Some of these are just too close. I'm torn. I think I'm just gonna cut this one off right there. Yeah, let it look nice for a while. I just want to swoop down a little, to hang down a little too much. Bite the bullet. The branch just goes the wrong way. It's in the wrong spot to look good. Okay. Now I'm starting to think, okay, yeah, you know what? Like that. And we're gonna go ahead and just get rid of this. I'm gonna gin it out a bit. I don't have gin pliers, so I am going to be rough with this. At least get down to the cambium. So So we got ourselves a gin. I'm sorry, you're not even getting to see. Actually, getting it over here on this camera. Oh man, these are super sharp. It's amazing. Shave that sucker good. the trick is to not make it look cut. So what I'll do is I'll do a split up here in X. And then in general, you want to make it look like it bent down. So I just grab this, rotate it out. That's nice. Now I do have a Dremel, but I do not have plants big enough to do Dremel work on. But someday I might. Right now. Nice tiny little gin. Nice tiny little gin. I let this branch grow out. Actually, that's like a fourth branch. So no, it's too even. Doesn't look right. There we go. Let this one. Yeah, maybe it'll end up going in a windswept looking design. Yeah, there we go. All right. The question is, where is its front? That's where we can still see the gin. I think eventually it'll be like that. This one. That looks nice. All right. Okay. I think we're done damaging the bonsai. Or not. Yeah, anyways, like I said, I get these pots on sale for $15 at a big box store, and it's usually when I mean they go on sale all the time. Usually they're sold for like 40 to begin with, 40, 45 or something like that, and then boom, they'll have like a 50% sale, and so I'll go and I'll pick them up as many as I can, because I can't afford real bonsai pots. But I did buy clay, and I have made some little ones. I don't have bonsais that small. I don't have very many plants that small that can be utilized in those, but I do have plants that can be, and eventually I will. And but my next thing to do is I have to fire them, so I need to actually make them into true pots instead of just household decorations at this time. But anyways, thanks for watching.